Today we're not cooking and we're not baking. I'm going to talk about wheat, because by now you know I love to eat bread, I love to make bread, and I made the baguettes and the artisanal bread, and I rely heavily on the quality of the flour, meaning the quality of the wheat berries. So what normally I do, I grind my own flour, and I have here a variety of wheat I use. I'll start with this one. This is the rye flour, the rye berry, and I grind this one to make my sourdough starter. It's so perfect for making the sourdough starter. And then I use this one to make most my bread, which is the spelt. It's a little bit red, and I love it because the flavor is just so much better than regular wheat, and it does perform better, and believe it or not, it has much better nutrition than the regular wheat. And then once in a while I use the durum, which is the what I call the golden wheat, or the yellow wheat. From it we make the couscous. If you grind it coarsely, and if you grind it super fine, you can make a nice beautiful semolina bread, and also a pasta. This one in the States, it's called the soft white wheat, and this one is good for the muffin, for brioche, for things related to pastry, not mostly bread. It's quite soft. This is what we call in the States the red hard wheat, and this is mostly used in bread. This one, which is the hard white wheat. If you want to have a bread where it's not that dark, then you can use what we call here the white hard wheat. So I'm going to show you how I grind one of them. I use the same process. I do have this wonderful device where I can grind any of this coarse or super fine. So this is the machine I'm using to grind my wheat. It's called the Mockmill 100. It's quite small, compact. It's perfect for home use, and I love it very much. I did not get paid to talk about it, but I'm talking about it because I just love it so much, and I want to share this experience with you guys, because when you grind your own wheat at home, or any berry, it's just wonderful. So I'm going to try to grind the spelt flour. We have here on your right side, which is right now on the left side, a knob. So I'm going to remove it and show you how the whole thing works. You're just going to push on these two tabs, and you remove this, and then you will see two stones, one on the top of each other. Normally when you get it for the first time, you're going to see two little things stuck inside to protect it from during the transportation. I don't have that. We have one stone here and the second one over here. So basically what the whole thing, how it works, when you pour the wheat, it gets stuck between those two stones, and you're crushing it using this device. That's all it is. So I'm going to put the stone, and once in a while, if you want to clean it up, you want to keep this dry all the time. You just take a brush and clean it up. Then you put the top, which is it's very important to screw it until it's completely tight. Now it's really tight, and you go backward one notch. Okay, tight and go backward one notch. And there is this little knob where we're going to put this back here. Make sure it's on the right of the device, on my left here. Then to adjust the machine, first of all you unscrew it to make it loose, the knob, and you go toward the small to tighten it up, move it to toward the smaller number, toward number 1, and then leave it tighten up. We're going to use some spelt flour here, spelt berries. See that? Super fine, beautiful. Everything in the flour, nothing is missing. The whole nutrition is here, and it really tastes so much better than the flour you buy from your store, because you don't know what they add to it. You don't know how long it was sitting there. Grinding your flour from home, it's just a nice thing, and I'm so excited about it. To share this experience with you. And you can do that with any berry, like I show you, the rye, the rye flour, the durum flour, anyone, even the corn. You can make your own corn flour, rice flour also. So it's just so wonderful to have that privilege at home. I hope you get your own, not necessarily the exact one, but I just I like this one. So you did see how wonderful it is. Now I am going to grind coarse flour. So what I do, I move it toward number 10. Make sure it's tightened up. I'm going to grind white hard wheat. Make sure you get a very large bowl and your sifter can go inside of it. I'm using the one where it's not, this one is not really fine when you do it for the first time. This flour was a little bit coarse. So I'm going to just remove the bran from it. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but just to give you an idea. Beautiful, super fine white flour from the wheat we grind just a few minutes ago. I have the flour everywhere now. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something about grinding your own flour at home, coarse or fine. If you like it, hit that like. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.